Thank you, John. Jeff?
I'm Jeff Ridinghouse from 9115 Port City, Iowa. And I've been an airport tenant for 12 years. And I learned to fly under Jim Connell. And so I've seen the progress that the airport has made over the years. And you guys have a wonderful asset to your community here in Independence. And I run an aviation business, crop dusting business out of Independence. So I spend a lot of time there and purchase a lot of fuel there. I have a lot of my customers that ask me, well, why don't you fly out of Vinton? It's closer to your field. Why don't you fly out of New Hampton? It's closer to your field. I choose not to because I like the atmosphere and the services at the Independence Airport. Jonathan has done a wonderful job managing it. I have a newspaper article here from back in September that talks about the brain drain of Iowa, and it talks about the youth of our state moving to Colorado, California, and other places. And I think it'd be a tragedy for Jonathan to leave. I spent over an hour on the phone today talking to him, trying to get him to reconsider. And I would like you guys to maybe work with him, work out your indifferences, and see if you can retain him, because he has a wonderful knowledge of aviation. His enthusiasm for aviation is amazing. And like Lee and John both said, he brings so much to your community in the form of aviation. And that's about all I have to say. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Jeff. Okay, let's get back to the matter at hand and thank everyone there. I'm going to repeat item number 3 again. Jonathan Walder, review and discussion of FBO and airport manager contracts. Motion accepting Jonathan Walder's resignation and waiving the 60-day termination clause in the airport management contract. In other words, Jonathan wants to cut to 30 days, is this correct?
Yes, yep, there's a 60-day requirement in the airport manager contract from either party if we want to terminate the agreement. So if we're going to do anything less than that, then we have to agree, vote to agree to that 30-day time frame.
What is our chances of trying to work something out and convincing him to stay? I hate to lose him too. We can't lose good, talented people from our community. And I've been a supporter of Jonathan ever since Jim Connell even suggested him and stuff, and saw good things from him then. And I still see his talent and what he's done for our community, and would love to keep him here. I'm with some of you speakers that I've also talked to him about it. And I think that if we could do something and start working with him and maybe make some changes from this contract and whatever, that maybe we could get him to stay. But as the contract is now and the attitude is now, I can understand why he wants to leave at 30 days, because he has other opportunities, other people that would love to draw him away from us, and I hate to see him leave us. So what is our chances of making some changes or doing something?
Well, we discussed that a little bit when Karen and I met with Jonathan here before the meeting, and if the council, we talked about the idea of having closed session, if Jonathan requested it, which he has. If we wanted to set a special meeting to have that closed session, discuss those issues, and then take action on waiving the 60-day requirement. At that point, we could do that. That would require not taking any action tonight on the contract. So that would be the opportunity for Jonathan and the city to talk discreetly, I guess, and work out some of those concerns.
Yeah, I think what Steve and I were thinking is mechanically what you could do is you could take no action, but make a motion that we deal with this at a certain date in the future, set that date in the future, and then go into closed session, and then take up this issue at the conclusion of your closed session. address what you wanna do, councilperson, without doing it in violation of his, rights to have it in closed session.
In your discussions, has he indicated what
Good.
he'd like to see changed in the contract?
We haven't
Now,
talked
you don't
about-
have to get into it, I mean, is this worth doing? Or, I mean, in your discussions, was there some indication that he'd be willing to put together a list of what he'd be interested in seeing changed?
Well, I guess the one thing we heard tonight is that there is the possibility that he would be interested in staying.
Could we ask him? He's sitting right here.
But we
Could we
didn't-
ask him?
But we didn't talk about anything contract specific wise, like you may have mentioned, Anita.
Could we ask him if he wants to do that?
As far as the contract goes, if the city was open to renegotiating the contract, I would be acceptable to sitting down in a closed session with the council to discuss that. So,
What do you mean renegotiate it? What do you mean by that?
to renegotiate the contract as it's, from what it's currently set at, to a different contract.
You talking about more money? Is that what you're talking about?
I think all we wanna know is if he wants to negotiate and stay. I think that's all we talk about now.
But
Right.
Because we're
is it just for more money, or is it?
Well-
I
think
don't
we
know that
need
we
to
need
ask
to.
him that question.
We can't go into that, Denny. I guess the thing, Jonathan, is we stand here, the 30-day clause, we're not preventing you from some other opportunity right now.
I have opportunities that are available as soon as I decide to take them.
Okay, but I'm saying you're not locked into somebody. See what I'm asking you? And say, all right, Jonathan Walter will be over there on such and such a day. Do you see what I'm saying to you?
I'm committed to the city at this time. If the city follows through with my request, then I'm, as for I'll be committed to somewhere else. But if the city wants to renegotiate, then that's still on the table.
Okay, does everybody understand that? Okay? So if you take no action, then we'll set a date for closed hearing.
Right, we were thinking about, maybe we could do it next Monday. It depends on the availability of the council. Or maybe, well,
He's getting evil eyes already.
Next Monday works for me. Is this gonna be a council meeting, closed session, or is it gonna be an airport meeting?
it'd be,
The entire council,
Okay.
And just the council.
just the council.
It's a
well,
closed
it's just council,
session.
yeah. And
Now, are
just-
we gonna follow this procedure every time somebody resigns? Are we gonna?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's the precedent we're setting.
Set precedent.
I don't
yeah.
know Jonathan, and I have not a thing against him. I think he knows that. I voted to give him a 3-year contract, and he's resigned. Why doesn't that stop it?
Good question.
I mean, I was embarrassed how good your recommendations were. They're terrific and detailed. And I took it all in. I think that's great. And I told you at the meeting, didn't I? That resigning was a mistake. And, well, I just think, a resignation sets precedent for all the other resignations that may or may not occur. That's what I'm bothered by, not by Jonathan.
I think though, this is something that he needs to know where the whole council is coming from and not specific 3 people
Well,
giving an impression of where the whole council's coming from.
Thank you, Bob.
So I mean, I think that makes a difference in that whole scenario. It may end up the same as it is right now, but I think it's worthwhile to discuss and to see where everybody's coming from.
I would certainly like to air this out.
Yeah.
Okay? So if I have no motions, we take no action, can you come up with any dates yet?
Well, I mean, I guess we have the next council meeting is the 28th. We wanna wait 2 weeks,
Well, I think we're gonna have to.
have it at that time.
To make the decision, you mean?
No, to go into closed session,
Oh,
and we'll we'll just do it during our council meeting, we'll set it on the agenda, and, at that particular time, the public will have to leave, and,
And then we can put this agenda topic back on
On.
for consideration
Sure.
after the closed session. It's gonna be 2 weeks. That's about the only time all of it's
Okay.
gonna get together.
well, we know, okay, let's plan on that then.
Does that work?
Is that,
What are you planning on, Carl?
The next council meeting, which is the 28th, that evening at the council meeting, we'll go into closed session and discuss Jonathan Welder's review or negotiations of the contract, where we go from there, the 28th,
Okay.
okay? Everybody with that? So done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Let's get into the meat and potatoes now.
I do have one question for, does the airport committee still need to meet on the 21st? I mean, or do we wait till after this is done?
I think we still meet, because there's other things we need to get together and talk about, so.
Okay, I just
I
wanted
was
to,
gonna confirm with Denny and Dick today.
Okay.
Okay,
Meeting on Monday.
You bringing the coffee?
Have to, the auditor doesn't want us, but.
That's right.
Sure.
all right.
okay, resolutions, item 4. Motion to adopt a resolution approving said award of contract for acquisition of a fire truck to E1 at a cost of $300,082 and $159, and authorizing mayor and city clerk to execute said documents.
And, I guess I'm not quite, that 382 number, we had a difference on the number there, but, and Doug probably talked to this probably the best.
Yeah, I don't know where that number came from.
I think it was just a typo, but, basically, like I mentioned in my notes, we've got, the low bid is from E1. And they're offering us, a truck for $365,935. If we choose to prepay for that in advance, they will take off $10,393 off that price. As I spoke with Doug, I told him I had some concerns about making a prepayment on a truck in full before we've received it, just because you don't have that, kind of that hammer at the end to make sure you get what you want. And, so we share those concerns with E1 or Feld Fire, who is being sold through, and they offer to obtain a performance bond at their cost for the city to guarantee the money paid in for our truck. So that would take the price of the truck down to $355,542. And we have the money on hand because we had those